Okay, so let's talk about something that we have beat to death, or at least everybody else has.
I mean, we haven't. Yeah.
Well, because we've been off for a while.
Yeah. Well,
Let's talk about the infamous slap. 5 fingers to the face. Will Smith, Chris Rock. 50 Cent weighed in on this.
mm-hmm.
50 Cent's kind of a troll, man. I'm honestly kind of sick of 50, but let me take a quote from this guy. God damn, they doing Will dirty. Fifth wrote, this is too harsh. He can't come back till he's 63 years old and the lawsuit ain't even hit yet. Shake my head. Obviously, what he's referring to is the Academy saying, hey, Will, you cannot attend the Oscars in any form, fashion within the next 10 years.
Yeah.
Mind
any
you.
Academy events. No
Nothing.
Academy events.
No barbecues. Can't hand out flyers. Nothing.
Right.
And 50 seems to be taking Will's side.
That's fine. 50 can do that. What 50's ignoring is that the Academy did not ban Will Smith from actually winning Academy Awards.
Cheers.
So he can still win Academy Awards in those 10 years. And I believe the division in this argument comes from a lot of people who are trying to decipher if this punishment is too harsh, if it's fair, what it is, this and that. Okay. I'm going to make it very simple for everybody. I'm going to do the thinking for you. So you can just sit back and just watch.
And
this is not a punishment.
Disagree. There you go.
This is not a punishment.
Maybe I'll agree.
This is not a punishment. That's not what it is. Now, what Will has the ability to do is act in movies, perform well, and win Oscars while watching from his couch. He doesn't have to go to these Academy events because they'll send people from the movie, from whoever does his movie. They're going to send people to those events in his place. He has co-stars. He has other people that can do it. He's just not going to be able to be there. Do you think he really cares, or anybody really cares, if Will Smith is not at the Oscars physically to accept his award? How many artists have won Oscars, Grammys, and the classic speech that people go up and they say, blank was unable to attend, so I'm going to accept this award on their behalf. Thank you very much. We've all heard it at every award show.
I wonder if Jada could go. Jada could just accept the award. Listen,
don't get me started on Jada, because everybody's coming at Will and everybody's ignoring the fact that Jada has really said absolutely nothing to defend her husband whatsoever. As a matter of fact, what I heard her say was that she found what Will did to be wrong as well. Great job, Jada. Man went up and pretty much damaged the entire award show, possibly ruined his career, and might be, according to 50 in that statement, might be looking at some money coming out of his pocket soon, depending on how it all goes down. Who knows?
Well, Jada's toxic, but that's another story. Chris Rock apparently is not going to speak on this fully, thoroughly, in detail until he's able to be properly compensated. I think that's about right. Look, at the end of the day, Chris Rock could have pressed charges. Will could be in cuffs. Tons of witnesses. Did I say tons? Millions of witnesses. Okay. He could have sued. Again, I go back to millions of witnesses. He passed on all that. He passed on actual justice. He passed on compensation. Chris Rock is a performer. He's an entertainer. He displayed that after he got boxed in his face. Kept it going. Highest level of professionalism. He is currently touring. Do you think the people who have purchased tickets to those shows, they're probably super excited? They're like, this is the one. He's going to talk about it and I'm going to witness it. Chris Rock is saying, no. You want me to speak to that? I've passed on everything. I've done what a black man is supposed to do in 2022. We know how the legal system is. I'm not trying to get another black man hemmed up, but if you want my side of the story, you have to pay me. And I totally 100% unequivocally agree with that. And nothing small either. And whatever the amount is, it should be broadcasted the same way that everybody got the bro. There is a mural You know what a mural is, right? You know when somebody
Yeah.
dies and they paint their spray, whatever. There is a mural in Germany of Will Smith slapping Chris Rock.
Oh, forever immortalized.
What I'm saying is, or at
That's
least
not good for a
trying to,
defamation suit.
what I'm trying to accentuate is, yes, Chris Rock has the right to say, hey, if you want my side of the story, pay me top dollar, and everybody needs to know how much you paid me. For sure.
Well, listen, the telling part is because the quote was reported by, I forget exactly where the reporter was from, but they apparently attended one of his shows that was held on a Friday. I don't know if it was last Friday or which Friday it was. And he went on stage and what he said, the quote, and I'm going to paraphrase because I don't have it in front of me, but pretty much what he said is, I'm not going to talk about that until I get paid. Okay. And that's okay. I have a good life. It's okay. I just got my hearing back. I'm good. So that's how he said it when he was on stage. And I think I totally butchered it. I think you should read it instead of me saying it because I butchered it.
I'm okay. I have a whole show and I'm not talking about that until I get paid. Life is good. I got my hearing back.
Okay. So that's what I want to get out there. You listen to the way the man ended that phrase. Now, if that doesn't sound like there's a lawsuit coming, I mean, he's saying a lot. He's saying a lot, and this is why I think that. Okay, this is why I think that. I'm assuming at this point, every single TV station, news broadcast, radio station, podcast, Sirius satellite, XM satellite, Hong Kong news, everywhere in the world has contacted Chris Rock's team and offered him money for an exclusive interview. Think about this, people, if they could get R. Kelly on camera incriminating himself, if they can get some of these people on camera, Juicy Smollett on camera, I guarantee you they got the money. They definitely got the money. So I'm thinking when he says he needs to be compensated, what's the number? If he hasn't got it from a TV station yet, or is what he's saying, I'm about to get maybe $200 million out of this civil lawsuit. We gonna settle for 100. Because he doesn't need any defense. There doesn't need to be a trial with his case. He has a super strong defamation suit. He has a strong civil suit for the assault. There's so many things, and especially with him saying, I got my hearing back. Ho, ho, ho. Chris Rock just added a whole new element to this game. And I don't think, see, me, I pay attention to every single subtle word that people, because celebrities like to work in subliminals, you know? They don't like to say straight up what they're doing. They like to work in subliminals. So I like to read between the lines, and every line in between this line has a dollar sign. And that was meant to rhyme.
You know what I don't understand? We haven't heard anything officially about Will reaching out to Chris.
Oh, no, but he apologized on Twitter. You didn't hear about it?
We haven't heard anything officially about Will reaching out to Chris.
Oh, but there was a statement made by his people. You didn't hear about it?
So if I know you, right? I've met you before.
We've acted on the same show. You were on an episode of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
There's pictures. There's a relationship. Pick up the phone, man. You're a person. I'm a person. I assaulted you. I'm remorseful. Even if you are doing it for damage control, you don't want to get sued, whatever. Just have that. This is a person. Right. Will has yet to do that as far as we know.
And I would love to sit here and say that the reason that he's not doing is because he's embarrassed, but this is a man who's been embarrassed.
Yeah, his whole life.
And apologize to the person who's been embarrassing him multiple times. So he clearly has no problems with apologizing after he embarrasses himself.
Yo, there's so many people who have spoken on this, man, but I want to hear from the people who know him. The only person like who we've heard from is obviously Jada. but she's the cause of this thing because she's toxic. Janet Hubert, but she's also another toxic person. By the way, this is not a whole disparaging thing against Black women. You guys are beautiful, positive, happy people. But I'm just saying.
What?
Well, I mean, Jada's
You're
Black.
really trying to, you're getting
Janet
attacked
Hubert's
on you? You getting
Black.
attacked in the comment section or something? Somebody
I
saying
just
that
don't want to start some sort of a trend. Anyway,
that wasn't
the
even a
point
thing.
is, where's Jazzy Jeff? Jazzy Jeff really knows this guy. Why ain't he
Wants to
speaking on
keep his
this?
career. He wants to keep his career and his friendship. That's
But
a rock and a hard place.
but what's right is right and what's wrong is wrong.
He could have had a private conversation with Will. Maybe he doesn't need to make it public. When you get
Well,
somebody
then
that close,
convince
then it's a
this
private.
nigga to make a phone call.
Yeah.
Simple.
I don't know what their relationship is. I have no idea. Maybe Chris Rock is purposely not trying to have any contact with Will because Will may offer him something and then say that was compensation for what happened.
Bruv, the only thing at that point, I'm already rich. I'm me.
Right.
You can't offer me money, bro. You can't offer me money that's going to change my life. What are you going to offer me? Planet money? Money where I could buy a planet? That's going to change my life. But on this planet Earth, I'm good. The only thing you could offer me is a sincere public apology, not Twitter. A sincere public apology, me and you, not where you go in front of a camera.
Let's say Will Smith does this to you. You're on stage hosting and he ends up slapping you across the face and he apologizes. Does it stop you from filing a civil suit?
Am I Chris Rock rich?
Yeah. You're Chris Rock.
Do I have a relationship prior to the slap?
Yeah. You were on the episode of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air dressed as a blonde lady.
And it's 2022?
And the year is 2022.
All the police shit? Yeah, I'm gonna accept the apology.
And you're just gonna drop everything.
Yeah, man, I gotta move on.
Well, that's telling. Hopefully Will Smith is watching. He's not Chris Rock, but I'm pretty sure what he's saying right now is the opinion that a lot of people would have. And I believe when he says apology, he means a genuine, sincere apology, which is very hard coming from somebody with as many acting skills as Will Smith. And I'm sorry to say it, but that is very true. He's a very, very, very good actor. So sincere and genuine, it's tough. But hopefully this gets resolved because these are two men who are very high. They're considered legends in their fields.
Yeah.
And they represent a lot of people. You know what I mean? They represent a lot of people. So this would just be a bad look in general.
Sorry, there's one more point to that apology I have to add on.
It's okay. This is going to be ridiculous.
No, it's not. I think it's real.
Okay.
I have to be able to slap or punch Will Smith in the face.
See,
publicly.
I fell for the fact that I thought it was going to be real. That's fine.
Yo, sometimes you have to fight your friends, man.
Yeah, but you don't know if they're friends. You don't know that. They could have beef. This could have been something where Chris Rock was making little subliminals here and there.
But he wasn't. We would have known about it.
No. But we don't hear about it. But these are the celebrities whose names are being called, so they have the Google alerts on themselves. So everything that's being said about them is sent to them. There might be some stuff that we don't hear about that they know about. They might have had a little beef. This might have been the turning. Because listen, to just draw back to when we spoke about this initially the first time, what Chris Rock said, first of all, is not an insult. G.I. Jane as a female movie character is one of the strongest female characters ever created in the movie industry. So I don't see how that's an insult.
I know, in the military, a female. Right. Come on.
I don't see how that's an insult. And any female with the courage to shave their head bald to serve their country, I don't see how any of this is an insult. I really don't. And actually, I could see Jada Pinkett Smith being G.I. Jane. So I don't see I don't see none of this as an insult. Was the timing wrong? No, there's no timing for that. It was comedic timing and it was perfect, right? But besides all of that, Will Smith has to understand that like what he did was beyond just the slap to Chris Rock. That was something where a lot of people who look up to him, look to Chris Rock and all that were watching. A lot of kids were watching. A lot of people in the industry were watching. And a lot of people are going to use this in the industry now to not hire people. I guarantee it.
You mean people that look like Chris?
It's
And
just
Will?
gonna be a possible outcome that could come from this. And this is they say there's a butterfly effect, and usually the butterfly effect is just like a subtle draft of wind or a leaf blowing in a certain direction is the butterfly. This is a hurricane. This is a hurricane, and we're gonna feel the butterfly effect from that. Trust
All
me,
right.
guys.
Well, viewing public, what are your thoughts on this, man? 50 Cent obviously is a effing troll, and congrats to him because he's mastered the craft. Um, but more to the point, Chris not wanting to speak on this until he gets paid. That could be looked at in many different ways. Like I said, it could be looked at in pay me for the interview. It could be looked at in pay me from this lawsuit. There could be
I
a lot
just
of
got my
things.
hearing back.
My hearing back. That's a hard slap. Leave it in the comments, man. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Deuces.